Welcome to the introduction video lecture for unit number 7. Now in this unit we're going to be talking about MLA citations and citing resources. And so first of all, as I say with every unit, you want to check out the overview. So click on the overview for unit number 7. It'll tell you what's expected, what the learning outcomes are, etc., etc. So you want to take a look at that. And of course you want to click on the introduction video lecture, which if you're watching this right now, you've already done so. All right. And from there, down below that, I have a link to the MLA citation style handout, which is what you'll be using to take the quiz and also to do the assignments where you're going to be citing books, articles, and websites. So what you want to do is click on this MLA citation style handout, and you'll see that it shows you how to do different authors. So no matter if it's a book or an article or whatever, it shows you how to cite different types of authors, or if the book has an editor, or if it's an ebook, etc., etc. So take a look at this. And I'm coming down here, and then on the third page, it shows you how to cite academic and scholarly journal articles, concentrating on different styles. Make sure you look at the ones from an online library database and ones with a DOI number. So these first two are going to be the ones that are going to help you with the assignments. All right. And then the next one, how to do magazine articles, again, from an online database. All the assignments are from an online database. And then newspaper articles, same thing. If it's a newspaper article, you'll be using this as your guide. All right. And down here, I've got general websites and how to do sites such websites, blog posts, YouTube videos, etc., etc. All right. And different resources here. So you definitely want to take a look at the citation style handout, and you want to have it in front of you as you're doing the quiz down below, as well as the assignments. Okay. And another important thing is that I will be using it to grade. So there you go. All right. And then down here, you want to read lesson number 7. So lesson number 7 is going to have a few things about doing citations and whatnot. It also is going to have some helpful hints that will help you when you're doing your assignments. So let's click on lesson number 7. And lesson number 7, you want to click on the first page, which is creating a works cited list. And so come here. It just tells you what a works cited list is and what's the difference between that and a bibliography, and what do the citations, what is included in a works cited page. And on the next page, we talk about citation style formats and what do we use. So we're using MLA in this class because our English department uses it. We also show you an example of what a works cited page should look like and some tips. So again, if you look at a works cited page, it's in alphabetical order. It's double spaced uniformly all the way down, and it's indented properly. So you notice that the second and subsequent lines of a single citation are indented. All right. Also talk about different citation styles. So MLA is just one of the many, many different types of styles that are out there. And other ones you might come across at NPC, you might come across APA, which is the American Psychological Association. And they use that in social science classes and psychology classes and things like that. So there's that. There's a Chicago Manual of Style, which social science classes use too. I know a couple of professors on campus that use that. And there's a bunch of other ones too, such as the American Chemical Society. If you're doing a paper in a chemistry class, you'd be using ACS as your citation style. All right. I also talk about needing, if you need help with citations, talk to your professor, talk to me, all right? Come up to the NPC Library reference desk. There's always a reference librarian there to help you. And if you go downstairs, the Reading and Writing Center is very helpful in doing citations. So if you have any questions, run into any problems, ask for help, all right? On the next page, I'm going to talk about citation generators. And if you've used databases before, we use them in Unit 5, but you can have them generate citations for you, but you have to be careful about those. You have to make sure that they do a good job because it's just a computer doing it. So you always want to double check and compare it with whatever resource you're using for your citations. In this case, you'd want to use the handout, the handout from the library that we use in this class. All right, so we talk about that. We also talk about different word processors like Google Docs and Microsoft Word. They have citation components to them too, which can be helpful. All right, and then I have a few pages that show you some specifics on MLA citation style. This will definitely help you with the citation assignments in this unit. So For example, I show you how to do months and dates in MLA format. Okay, so here's some examples. I'll talk about abbreviating different months. You abbreviate all months except for May, June, and July. Also, italicizing. It's important you have to italicize certain things in MLA citations. So we've got database names, book titles, magazine, journal, or newspaper titles are italicized, as well as the title of a website or the responsible website name are italicized. Okay? And then capitalizing. My thing with MLA is when in doubt, capitalize. All right? You capitalize almost every word except for prepositions, grammatical articles, or coordinating conjunctions, except if they're the first word of a title or subtitle. That's a lot to remember. If you're not quite sure if the word is a preposition, a grammatical article, or a coordinating conjunction, when in doubt, capitalize, okay? Also, you do not capitalize every letter in a name or a title, okay? So, for example, down here, I've got the author Kurt Vonnegut. You can see all those letters are capitalized. You do not do that. The correct way would be capital V for Vonnegut, capital K for Kurt. Same thing with Handbook of North American Indians, okay? You might come across a citation generator that capitalizes everything. Well, you would have to correct that. So Handbook, North American Indians, all those are capitalized there. Okay? So there is that, the capitalizing. And then web addresses. When you're doing such things as websites, you do not include the http:// or the https:// at the very beginning of a web address in MLA, except if you're doing a DOI number. Okay, so here's an example of a DOI number, and you'll find those on journal articles, and some books have those too. You'll see that there's an HTTPS before the DOI.org. That's the format you use for all DOI numbers. This is a very stupid rule, but it's MLA's rule, and I don't make them. I just follow them. So that's a little bit of a thing there too. All right. So I give you some helpful hints dealing with MLA. And let's go back to Unit 7. And then down here, we've got a quiz. So you have one quiz and you have 3 assignments. It's one assignment broken down into 3 different sections. All right. And so first of all, we have an MLA citation style quiz. And like all quizzes in this class, you can take it as many times as you like, and I automatically take the highest score of all of your attempts. So there's no penalizing if you retake the quiz and you get a lower score. We're still going to take the highest score that you have out of all of your attempts. There's also no time limit except for the due date, so you have plenty of time to do this quiz. All right, and I'm going to come back and after the quiz, and if you look up here, I recommend that you take the quiz first because this prepares you for doing the citations themselves. I'm going to come down here, and it's basically one big assignment, but it's in 3 sections. All right, so you're going to need to cite 3 books, you're going to cite 3 articles, and you're going to cite 2 websites. And I give you the information about the books and the articles, and I give you the website to go to cite. So, for example, I'm going to click on Citing Books, and I'm going to click on that. Now, the assignment's in quiz format, okay, but it is an assignment. This is not a quiz, so you cannot take this as many times as you'd like. You can only take it once, and once you submit it, that's it. Okay, so take a look at the directions. It could be an ebook or a regular book. You have to cite it properly no matter what it is. It tells you the points. And when you take the quiz, or do the assignment, I'm going to click on Take the Quiz. And here you go. So it gives you the book and the information, and then you come down here, and you do your citation, okay? And you keep doing the citation, you type it in. Now, sometimes it might get to the second line or so you're gonna have to, if it goes to the second line, you're gonna have to double space and indent properly. And so in this case, I have a video that shows you how to do this, but I would basically click once and then come up here and hit indent. I'd increase that indent, and then that looks good. Come down here and click next. And I'll click next. I come here. Here's another book. This is an ebook. I'm going to cite it properly. I'm going to click next. Do not click Submit Quiz. Click next. And you'll do the 3rd citation. And then you'll submit the quiz. Now, let's say you don't have enough time to do it. Well, you can get out of it. Okay? So let me get out of this. I'm going to navigate away. And now I'm out of the quiz. Now, I have not submitted it yet, right? So I can go back, and I'm going to click on Citing Books again, and I can resume the quiz because I did not submit it. So I can go back, you can see there's my citation right there, okay? I go next, I can finish my assignment, do my citation here, and do my third citation, and then submit quiz. Once you do this, that's it. Once you submit the quiz, you cannot go back. And there you go. Now you've submitted it, all right? And then I'll go in and I'll grade them. I hand grade these, and you'll be good. Okay, so that's how that's set up. I'm going to go back to Unit 7 and just show you. You can do articles too, and then you'll do websites. If I click on websites, and again, there's 2 questions. Take the quiz, and what I'll do is I'll say, cite this website in MLA format. You're going to click on the website. You're going to go. Now, these are randomized, okay? So not every student does the exact same thing, all right? So just to let you know that it's randomized. I have a big, giant bank of questions and whatnot, all right? So let's go back to Unit 7, and you're going to want to do all 3 of these. Here's a link to the video on how to indent in Canvas, which I just showed you in this thing. So anyway, this is a very important assignment. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and good luck.